So let me get into an example. Like when I'm trying to work with an investor who wants to invest in a regenerative farm, for instance, what are the things that we need to put in front of that investor to both be a good fiduciary for their investors? Investors have investors, funds have investors, and they need to be a steward of that capital. So financial return is important, but there's sort of an API that needs to happen. We need to start to give them a sense of, okay, there's a financial return possible here, but it may not come in the same way that you've always thought about it coming in. That if we actually make investments into the land in doing something that is slightly less scalable or slightly less efficient, what we are doing is investing into the underlying land asset. And because of that, we have better flood and drought tolerance. We have better resistance to disease and things that increase the risk. And so you have to now put these biological processes into terms of risk and reward and return. And that takes a whole bunch of translation. It takes actually building quite a lot of empathy on both sides of that table. You need to really understand the needs of the farmers. And the farmers are not, they are also steeped in this culture of, I'm running a business, I need to produce as much as possible. I'm thinking about a season to season bet that I need to make. What are commodity markets going to do? So there's a journey for the farmer to go on there. That's why there's a huge group of people that are working on how do we transition farmers and change their mindset. And then there's people on the other hand, and I tend to move towards the capital side of this because I think that's where I'm being called to contribute. But yeah, we got to take those investors, we got to take those foundations, all of these different sorts of streams of capital. We got to take them on a learning journey too. So it's not just bringing the consumer closer to the farm. We talk a lot about that. There's a lot of people working on that. We take investors out onto the farm. We try to help them understand some of the underlying, drivers that are going to contribute to return beyond just financial capital. And we think that some of those returns are actually consequences of having a different mindset and bringing that mindset into your investment thesis, and then innovating on those structures. Just like the farms are set up to have clean rows and be super sprayable so that we can make sure that we can put the pesticide on as efficiently as possible. We have financial vehicles that are set up for conventional ways of working as well. And those may not be in the best service to the types of opportunities that we want to bring now. Opportunities that move beyond quarterly profits and NKs and everything else that we were sort of driven on these short cycles. We have to now take investors on a journey that says, what does this look like 7 years from now? Because we're talking about landscape level transitions. These are slower. Let's get them out of an annual mindset and in a perennial mindset now.